Certainly a loaded question. There's a lot to know. I would say that the biggest thing is having a good set of books. You can't manage your business if you don't know where you stand. You can't manage what your tax payments are if you don't have a good set of QuickBooks, if you don't have a good set of financials. The other, and maybe like 1A, would be paying taxes on a quarterly basis. So if everybody here owns their own business, is a freelancer, is not an employee, taxes aren't withheld on any of your earnings. So you're responsible for paying the taxes out, and you should be paying it quarterly. A lot of people, and it really has to do with cash flow management. The biggest issue I probably hear in a room sitting like this, I don't know what my income's gonna be. Sometimes it fluctuates greatly. I may make a lot in the first quarter, I may make nothing in the second quarter. So essentially the quarterlies would need to be prepared based on your actual earnings. So, again, I would say the most important thing, somewhat biased, is work with an accountant. That would be the first thing. But if you're able to be on top of your numbers and be able to pay your taxes throughout the year, I think you can avoid getting in a lot of trouble. I think, maybe two, part of independent contractor employee, if you are hiring people, make sure, and I think, we may also go about this later, if you're hiring somebody, make sure that they are classified properly. Either they're classified as an employee or an independent contractor. You're not the one to make that classification. So there's about a 25-factor test. The biggest factor would be control. If you're controlling them, if you're telling them what to do, when to do, you set their rate of pay, they're an employee. If they're doing it for somebody else, if they're doing it for 10 other companies, if they have their own entity, then they can be an independent contractor. But that is something that people really do run afoul in, and a Department of Labor audit can be random. The biggest issue that I've seen where it is not random, let's say you have an independent contractor working with you or for you, it doesn't work out and you fire them. Now they want to claim unemployment insurance. So they make an unemployment claim, and the Department of Labor doesn't have any record of them being an employee. So now you have to open up the books, you could be responsible for back payroll taxes. That's usually how it is uncovered. So anybody in the creative field may not be thinking about, how do I categorize someone? How do I pay my taxes quarterly? How do I keep a set of books? So I think those things are probably very, very important, from the onset.
Okay. And now,